Hey, so I wanted to put together this video for you to show you how you can do the same thing but with states and components rather than with three different artboards. So what you want to do is first get your button and then get your area, your rectangle that will change depending on what button is clicked. So let me just get these kind of consistent and nice. Okay. All right, so you want to do is take this first button, turn into a component with Command K. Then you want to click new state, and we'll call this clicked. So default state, then clicked. Then you want to grab this, cut it, double click into this. Oh, I'm sorry. Make sure you're on clicked state and not default. So you're on click, double click in, and paste. So now what you'll have is two states, default, clicked, clicked. Now we want to repeat this twice so that you have three buttons. Now, just so we don't lose track of what's what, we will color coordinate these. And we also have to then go to the default states and color coordinate them as well. Okay. So now what you'll have is default state clicked on the black button, default state clicked on the right. Oh, something we have to do. So clicked, this button is at 574-100. Let's just make sure the clicked states on the other two buttons has the same big shape in the same coordinates. So 150-100, so we will double click in, make sure this says 100. Go to the same thing on the orange one, double click in, 100. So now what you'll have is default clicked for yellow. This is clicked for red, default clicked, and black, default clicked, Now, since we based these two buttons off of this one, this will be the master component, and these will be the children. So you'll notice this is a hollowed out green square, it's a hollowed out green square, this is a solid green square. So whatever we do to this one, these ones will inherit unless you go into one of these and change it specifically. So we will prototype this, we will add a state. When tapped, go to clicked. And if you notice, you see how those change? Because those are following suit of the master component. Then we will go into clicked, add state, tap, goes to default state. So instead of doing that 3 times, I don't have to do it once because these two are following the same, they're inheriting these clicks from its parent. So let's go to default and then prototype this and hit play. So what will happen is click, 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 click. Cool. These are inheriting the parent items. If you double click in one and put text, it will pass it on to the children. So if you want to do this and then go to click state, and then we will do this is the content of the first button. We will center that. Now what you'll see is that for the children components, it does the same thing. And now what we'll have is default state, get these back to default, get these back to default. Okay. If we want to change them so that the first one says this is the content of the first button, I'm sorry, this one, this is content of the first button, go to the red, this is the content of the, let's make this one second button, and then we will go to the third, content of the third button. Now when we preview this, let's just do first, second, third. Okay. Let's just make sure. I think this is going to mess up because this will say first still. Yep. Because we didn't change it on the second frame. Let's change that and go back default, and this one will still say first. We'll fix that to say third. Now this is capital on the first letter and this one isn't, so let's just fix that. All right, now we have first, second, third. First, second, third. On, off, on, off, on, off. That's it. All right. Still play with it more, try different things. It's all, the more you experiment, the more you come up with your own solutions to get things to do what you want them to do. But that's just an example of what you can do with components and states. All right. Good luck.